Next generation weather forecaster Joe Shock here from patreon.com/stormchaserjs. Today's video is going to be pretty much an overview of what's coming up down the road. There's nothing I can really put a forecast on yet. I don't have enough model consistency and enough data to really put together a forecast for these entities that are in the tropics. But when that time comes, those will be on Patreon. So today's video, again, instead of being on Patreon, will be directly uploaded to YouTube for all to see. And also to show what I do over on Patreon, which is, again, $10 a month. So anyway, taking a look here at the tropics and National Hurricane Center, two areas of interest. Wow, as we come into the mid part of August here, so you can see the first area here coming into the southern part of the basin. Second area here off the coast of Africa moving west, northwestward, and we'll take a look at both of these in the European probability of tropical cyclones, which is going to be really fun to watch this. So there are the two areas of interest. We have Kyle, that's subtropical now, pulling away from the New England. It's going to get some rain, some wind tonight on the Cape Islands, and there's another feature that comes across. So that's a non-tropical event. But anyway, Kyle's pulling away. There's another system coming up tonight. Josephine is on the way out, but our attention is going to be with these 2 and 3 systems down the road. There will be a third one, I think, over the next few days that gets highlighted by the NHC. So, looking at the Madden-Julian Oscillation, the MJO, now this is a big deal, folks. We really got to pay attention. This is loaded and ready to go. I cannot believe how favorable things are. We've seen these specific get busy over the last week or so. Now things are rotating around, rolling around in the Atlantic Basin. The MJO is rotating, or some like to say rolling, but it's coming into the phases of phases 8, phases 1, and particularly phase 2 and 3 down the road as we begin the month of September, it would be seeming. But to end the month of August, the last 10 days of August, we're going to be in phases 1 and phases 2. Phases 8 and 1 of the MJO, the Madden-Julian Oscillation, you can see somewhat neutral for development here in the MDR, but Gulf of Mexico, look out. If you're in phase 8 and 1, Gulf of Mexico is lit. Phase 2 and 3, the entire basin comes to life. So I am very, very worried. In about a week to 10 days, there's going to be a major tropical cyclone in the Gulf of Mexico with this Madden-Julian Oscillation, again, likely in either phase 8 or more likely in phase 1. Either one of those two phases is going to cause a problem. And you can see how nicely that shows up here in phase 8 and 1 of the MJO, how the Gulf of Mexico is quite busy. And then phase 2 and 3, as we get towards the end of the month to begin September, obviously you can see what that looks like there. Everyone is at play. So the Madden-Julian Oscillation doing its thing. So this is the upcoming week, the upward motion from the Japanese. You can see week 1, which began today. Very, very strong upward motion in this part of the basin. So as waves come westward, they come into a more favorable development area. You can see that on the Japanese precipitation. You can see the central panel, how there's some enhancement here down in the southern part of the basin. So that looks pretty good. So that's week 1. Week 2, it sees the system in the Gulf of Mexico. There's the upward motion. Very, very extreme, strong amounts of upward motion over the Gulf of Mexico. There's the enhanced precipitation, week 2, and there's actually some of the lower heights showing up where possibly a tropical cyclone is going to be. Week 3 and 4, it backs down a little bit, but this is favoring now more in the eastern part of the Atlantic Basin. You can see enhanced precipitation off the African coast and pretty much all over the basin at the time, and then at or lower the normal heights, showing there will be tropical cyclone development in the atmosphere at this time. So week 3 and 4 look like that. Ocean temperatures, again, the anomalies, no problem here. We're at least a degree above normal, if not 2 degrees in some areas. So plenty of energy for these storms to take advantage of as they continue to develop. So that is not going to be a problem. Now looking at the European here, this is the ensemble, tropical cyclone probability. Here's Kyle heading out here. There's some other noise in the model, but let's focus on these 2 areas. So this is going to be valid Wednesday night. You can see this area through here where the NHC has it coming in through here. Then here's the next area. And then going out to Saturday, here comes this area, here's this area, and I believe this is maybe something else. I got to see what happens here. It's kind of conglomerated here. So this is this area here. I guess the ensembles are very slow. So some of them have it over here, but some of them have it over here. So this is almost a week out. This is Friday night, and then here comes the next area off. And then day 9, the threat of a big tropical cyclone, again, somewhere in the Gulf from, I think, that first wave the NHC has, and then the second one's probably in here somewhere over here at this time. And you can see some pretty high probabilities, upwards of 50% here, and even some 60% in here, through this time. So a very, very active period coming up again as we end the month of August. This is no surprise, so we'll go through that one more time. Here's Wednesday night, here's Friday night, and then here's next, and then the Monday night after. So about, again, day 9, hour 2:16, it looks like that. So you can definitely see the progression, the propagation of these. So there it is, and then there it is. But again, the Gulf of Mexico, Caribbean, this is the area to look out for, and you'll see that in my graphic that I have over here. And then hour here, actually 288, you can see the where the ensembles don't know where the system's going to be. It could be anywhere in here, but you can see how the Gulf of Mexico is pretty much covered by at least a 10% probability, a pretty wide area of 20%. I mean, this is 11 days out. This is a pretty big signal for something going to be in there. And then you can see, here's the next one, then probably another one's coming off as we end the month of August. So there's going to be a parade of these now, I think, for the next 2 to 4 weeks as we continue to go down. Then here's that map area. Here's the system out and through here. It continues to move off. Maybe I'm a little too slow with this, but anyway, roughly in the 4 to 6, it'll be in through here, maybe developed. And then day 9 to 15, like you saw with the European ensembles, a big threat to the Gulf of Mexico as we close out the month. And there'll be, again, other areas that I'll have to highlight as we continue to go on through the period here. And again, this was issued a few days ago. Favorable conditions take hold of the Atlantic Basin for the next 3 to 4 weeks. So stay tuned. We have a lot of weather in the tropics going on. That's it for now, and thank you for watching.